Hey and welcome to my very first housing video. My name is Goblin and this is Sanjana, my blood elf priest. She is the main heal in my RP guild and we are using her house as the house of the healer, researcher, traveler, whatever. I started with the cross-shaped room in the middle and added a tiny room and two closets on the sides, so I can build her a research lab, library, yeah, something like that. A research lab, library, workspace, obviously, and also a space for her vast collection of memorabilia from travels and from travels from her friends that they got her. So yeah. I decided to use the secretive bookcase all over. Yes, I know it's normally a door or a hidden door, but to be fair, I liked the look of it after I dyed it so much so that I added it all over. And you will see open bookshelves or bookcases later on in other builds, but for the research lab, the library, I went with the secretive bookcase all over again. Then I added the chandelier and started in the middle. I added the ornate ochre windows from the libary in Castelga because the whole aesthetic of this build is going to be a mixture between cottagecore, forest punk, goblin core, whatever you want to call it. It's homey, it's lived in, it's warm. So that's why I dyed most of the items to get a deeper, darker browns. Main colors that I used are earthen brown, copper, and orange. But I also use yellow and reds and different shades of brown when they match. Here I'm resizing the windows because they originally were a little bit too big for what I had in mind. Adding the tail now, finding the right one was a little bit of a doozy, but I got it in the end. Dyed it also, and now it was time for the first accents with these curtains, also sized down. And I think we started with the most hardest part of this build, all the decorative items, because now we had the bone structure done and it was time for rugs, pillows, chairs, plushies. So I will shut up and we will watch me decorate the sides. So the table is like my heart project. So there are so many different items, and I know for a fact that after I'm done with this recording, there are already new items in my collection that I can add into this room. So if you want a full list of all the items I used during this specific video, I can post them into the video description, or I can use my blog on my website to post not only the photos from this specific build, but also all the items and colors that I used. You can see me trying a lot of things and reorganizing different items, scrapping ideas, and just trying out different looks. So here I built something with these glasses, but or the bottles, and I wasn't happy about it. Added a jar and removed all the glasses again, and added books. Like I said, she loves to read, so books are her main hobby, I would say. But there are also different items like this Gilnean map that I used, which was a pain in my ass to get it right. But yeah, I was trying out different items, and to be fair, with this recording there are already so many new items in the game that I definitely need more game time. I don't have enough game time already. But yeah, I will definitely go on decor hunts. If you want to see those, we can stream those, obviously, on Twitch. But if I collect items for a specific build, I just do it in my small little kitchen or here in the streaming room and just play World of Warcraft with something running in the background so that I don't hear everything happening in the game, because sometimes I already did some things or went to this location way too often to hear everything else again and again and again. So, but since I will be staying here a little bit longer to get the decorations right, let's talk about housing in general. This game is old, 21 years. And they came up with housing with Midnight, and I think it's the best decision they ever made. When I started with World of Warcraft, RP or role-playing was something a little bit frowned upon because you were labeled a frake when you did role-playing in the game. But I had so much fun doing this. I mean, I love World of Warcraft not only for its lore and the amazing zones, but also for the people that I met over all these years. So getting housing as an extension to roleplay that you can do already in the zones is amazing. And it's also something that you can do when you don't want to play or go into a dungeon or a raid. You can go because of decor items, but you get the twist, right? You get the gist. You don't need to play World of Warcraft on a, I wouldn't say competitive level, but I would say like an end game level. I play cozy World of Warcraft. I love collecting herbs, I love collecting ores, I love collecting things. Transmogs, mounts, pets, whatever. So getting housing was one of the best things that I ever got personally from World of Warcraft, not only because I now can design the house I always envisioned with my roleplay character, but also I can go and be creative with things that I can make myself with the jobs and the skills. So the only thing that I hate is the budget that you have. I think I got a little bit about 220 with this build, but the budget that you have is a little bit tight, I would say, because builds like these, they are very full with items. They are just so cluttered, but that's what I love. And to be fair, who doesn't love a cluttered house? I mean, not in real life, but obviously here in World of Warcraft, a cluttered house means a lived-in house and it has story. And to be fair, and I will say this over and over again, if you don't like housing, don't use housing. It's nothing that you need to do. It's something you can do. I mean, yes, you will get items during everything you do right now in World of Warcraft retail, but you don't have to use them. So I'm definitely on the side of I love housing, I will play housing, I love the cozy aspect of it. My TikTok is full with housing videos, to be fair, and we are nearly done with the build, so these are the last steps, the last items. I scrapped a few ideas afterwards, but yeah. So in the end, this is the finished research area, lab, whatever you wanna call it. I just call it her lair, her study room, just something, I don't know. But I hope you liked this video. If you wanna see more, click the subscribe button and I see you in the next video or on Twitch. I see you soon. Bye!